looking around while drinking the little.
What could go wrong?
Just two teenagers drinking alone in a gas station in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Nothing could go wrong here. This could not cause any problems whatsoever.
Hey, I wasn't going
about
to, and then you unscrewed your bottle, so...
I'm
Are you
here to
really
make
playing
bad
the
choices.
peer pressure card?
For the tire iron, you shift it before you pick it up, and it like hits the side of like one of the kind of glass display cases that's still there on top of the counter, and you hear the movement stop, and you just hear a sound like in a sort of a really sort of strained sounding voice, just hello.
Casey like squeezes their eyes shut, like I can't believe I'm gonna do this. No, like, hello,
and then you just hear hello.
Somebody back there?
Somebody back here.
Like Casey's eyes just go wide, and I think they just like basically start pushing like Kit behind them like towards the door, and they're keeping their eyes on like the source of that, like the direction of that sound, and they're backing towards the door. Like all the while just kind of like go.
I'm backing up and like trying to clear the way as we're backing up towards the door.
Then you hear again, somebody back there. Hello.
No, fuck this, we're leaving.
No, we gotta go.
Are there zombies in there?
There's
don't
something
know.
in
It
there.
was talking. But it wasn't like normal. It was like repeating. Just go.
Oh, that's some creepy shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather not find out.
Frankie, as you are like looking back, as you're like kind of picking up the like moderately full gas can that you found, you glance back and you look inside and you see someone standing in the gas station. You can't see them super well through the gloom and the rain, but what you can make out is that the individual standing in there is wearing like a sort of a tattered looking pinstripe suit. And you can see them as they are sort of like walking towards the door. Not the shuffle that you've come to expect from the Shamblers, but a walk. But even so, there is still something about the movement that feels unsettling to you.
I don't know what that is, but we need to go. We need to go now. I don't know if they're a zombie. Are they sick?
They kept like they just repeated everything that we said.
Okay.
But like their voice was all fucked up, man.
Yeah, you see as they reach the door, and as they sort of hold up a hand, you expect them to try to shatter it like zombies have done in the past, but instead they just reach for it and push it slowly open. And as they step out, you can see they sort of stand with the door held open, and you can kind of still don't get a good view of them, but what you do see, just in sort of like a brief flash of lightning, you just catch this like sight of something that your brain can't quite process it quickly, but the first thing that like comes to mind immediately is just two words: not human. And
I'm just gonna yell, run.
Yeah.
And push Kit and Casey towards the car.
Yeah. You also see at this moment that there are very suddenly, like there are other forms in the gas station as well. Quite a few of them actually. And as this figure sort of stands there with the door held open, you begin seeing the dead sort of walk past them out into the rain. coming towards you. The figure throws their head back, and you can hear just this loud, guttural howl that sort of, like, escapes from them, echoing out even over the sound of the rain and thunder. And as you look around, Gabby, you can see the signs of movement from all around. And there's one thing that's very obvious to you, Gabby. With all of this movement, sudden appearance of the dead around, you and your friends aren't going to make it out.
I'm going to guess that if they wait for me, the other bodies will probably get to that van, huh?
It's less of a timing thing and more that unless something else is taking the dead's attention, you will find yourselves quickly surrounded, and that van, workhorse though it was probably not going to be able to push through that many bodies.
I'm going to then throw the gas can towards Casey.
I think like there's just a look of complete surprise on Casey's face, and like they catch it and just fall backwards onto whoever is behind them in the van, like holding the gas can.
And I'm just gonna yell, "Drive." Just drive. I'm gonna start running in the other direction.
Wait, where's Gabby going?
Like,
I'm gonna try to yell behind me and hope they hear me. I have my phone. Drive.
What?
like,
Oh. Okay.
I've got the I've got my backpack still probably. That it's on my back, you know, whatever. And I've got that one of the hiking sticks. And I'm going to just search for anything quickly that I can run and grab. I'm hoping there's like a trash can lid or something, like.
Sure.
hanging on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You can quickly find one that's just sort of discarded as you grab it and start just sort of banging on it. And as your mind is sort of going, Gabby, you quickly remember there was a vehicle that you weren't fully able to like siphon because you just didn't have like enough like. There just wasn't enough like suction that you could get out.
I just figured it out.
Yeah, but one thing you do recall about that vehicle is that it was definitely still unlocked. And if you're looking for a distraction, car horns are loud.
I'm gonna make my way towards that vehicle, and while I'm running, I'm gonna start singing the first thing that comes to mind, and it's probably All Star by Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
It was probably on that playlist,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna start sing/screaming it as I'm banging on this thing, and try to get to that car horn.
Absolutely. The news is that your distraction with the lid is working. The bad news is that it's working a little bit too well, and as you are making your way toward the car, one of the dead like reaches out suddenly and grabs you, and you're realizing right now what a detriment this like cacophony of sound around you is towards your like sort of situational awareness as this zombie reaches out to you and like kind of grabs you, sort of slowing you down.
I'm gonna try to shield bash it.
Okay, give me a fight roll. You just need a 7.
Gotta do 12. 7 exactly.
Ooh, you managed to bash that zombie with the trash can lid, and just keep running for that car. As you run, you reach the car right as others are starting to sort of turn and like kind of close in on you. You like get in the car, closing the door behind you. Immediately as seeing one just sort of right on the window, hand on the window.
Yeah.
And then another one from the other side.
I'm gonna start just going crazy on the horn, and I'm gonna try to look. Doors are locked.
Mhm.
Gonna try to look to see if the van is away.
Yeah. Maisel, you're in the driver's seat.
Casey's standing in like the open door, and they open their mouth to shout Gabby's name, and then like as like they get as far as like the starting to make the G sound, and then realize what exactly that would mean, and they stop. And I think they look over at Maisel in the driver's seat.
I can't
Drive.
agree.
Sorry.
Frankie is gonna just close the door.
We can't leave.
You have to drive.
We can't.
You have to drive.
They have their phone. We have to go now.
We'll come back. We'll find him after the storm.
Y'all are gonna get a notification in that group chat. And it's a voice message.
Maisel sees that and doesn't listen to it and just hits the gas. And just tears start streaming down her face. And just drives not far, but drives out of this area and out of this town just to try to get back to the highway and wait out the storm there.
Yeah.
Casey watches until the car and the crowd disappears, and then they just keep looking back.
Yeah. The sound of the car horn from behind you persists. You can still hear it even after you continue, after you move out of the area. It draws enough of them away that you're able to sort of like break through sort of an area where they were starting to kind of like split a little bit. And Maisel, you're able to reach back get the van back up onto the highway and just drive a little ways away. Behind you, the sound of the car horn eventually stops, or maybe you just drove too far away to hear it over the storm. As the four of you, all of you who were so briefly together again, four of you once again on the road, driving through the rain, listening, hoping, any sign, any hint of a car horn behind you.
Maisel's gonna pull over and play the voice message.
It's just gonna say, I had a lot of things going through my mind there. The first little bit of it's probably gonna be silence. And you just hear the car horn through the voice message. Still going. And I probably tried to turn the radio on in the car too, so it's just a cacophony of noise. But it'll say something to the degree of, I swear to God, if you guys don't drive away right now, I'm gonna hunt you down like a zombie. You run, I will find you at the next town. Don't stop. And don't split up again. And that'll be it.